Okay. Yeah, keep the sticks rolling. Hey, bitch, I be hunt me and money got tied. She come in steps, but I'm never surprised. I don't know, trust them, they all go for size.
Back with another episode of the Formation Show. If it's your first time watching, guys, please
Yeah.
press the subscribe button and even like the video, even though you haven't heard what we're gonna say just yet. It will be a good episode as always,
Mm.
because we cooked the good content. So yeah, welcome to the Formation Show. And it's episode 30, Legendary. I think that's a bit of a
A
milestone,
big
don't you
three
think,
o,
Legend?
dog.
Yeah,
A big
big
3-0.
3-0
So
and we
it's a good milestone for us. Shows how consistent we've been. Also that we just keep on like going like fit. We're not giving up and we're just doing what we love fit. And that's like talking about football. Yeah, bro.
Facts, big dog, facts. I agree with you fully on that one. So yeah, bro, straight into it, bro. I think our first topic for today's episode is the title race, big dog.
Mm.
Obviously, Liverpool are first, then it's City at second, and you
Yeah.
guys at third. I don't even think the point difference is such a big thing when you speak about this title race because it's still
Mm.
very, very close. I think it's only 3 points, right? They separate the three teams, right? Or
Yeah.
maybe four. Okay, yeah.
Liverpool is on 63. City is on 62. We're on 61.
Okay,
It's
cool.
basically like
Nah,
two
dope,
points,
bro.
just 2 points.
Let's start with your team, bro. The team that's in third place, right? Obviously
Mm.
you peppered Sheffield United, a team that I feel like should stop. They should just like say, now you know what, we relegated now. The teams that play against us in the Prem must just take 3 points, bro. Because what's happening to them is sad, bro. It's really sad. Like 6-0,
Yeah.
5. No, sorry. Yeah, you beat them 6-0. Villa beat them
6-0,
5-0.
yeah.
I think yeah, they've seen a couple of over 4 goals this season a lot, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quite a lot, fit.
yeah, but like I told you 2 weeks ago when you recorded our last episode when you guys beat, I can't remember who you beat, I think Burnley, another
Yeah.
vintage Arteta performance from your boys,
Mm.
surgical once again. What did you make of that performance, my G?
Fitu, we're just mooring teams left, right, and center. We're mooring teams. You come against us. Definitely, we're scoring 4 goals or more. I think we scored like 2 goals or more in every half we've played. I think the past 7 halves of football. Yeah, bro. We scored 31 goals in 7 games or 6 games, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, Fitu, that's all I've been asking for, Fitu, for us to be ruthless. Yeah, bro. You all know that in November and December we were creating chances and not scoring enough goals. And the thing is, we were not even playing badly. We were just not finishing chances. And obviously, now TK's fans and opposition fans will shout that we need a striker because we're not scoring goals, abo. And we don't hear that talk anymore because now all the chances that we're creating, we are actually scoring goals, and it's been proven in the past 6 games, abo. So it's good to see a ruthless side of us. But I won't lie, against Sheffield, I was very disappointed in the second half. We should have been going for
Oh,
9 or 10 goals, pa.
oh, you
Definitely,
want
we
to
should have
break
scored
the
at least 10 goals.
you wanted to break the record, eh?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
also
Fate. There was a chance.
also Also, what I want to highlight from you guys is that, like we've been saying, not even like you've been saying, like we've been saying that like this season, Arsenal have shared the goals very, very well, like around
Yeah.
or within the team rather, like
Mm.
Saka obviously didn't score against Sheffield, but he's like, I think maybe he might be a top goal scorer this season. Martinelli scored some
Yeah.
goals. Odegaard scored some goals. The new age RVP. Kai Havertz is scoring goals
Yeah.
as well. Even your defenders are scoring goals. They're legendary, eh?
Everyone's chipping in, Fit, and I love it, Fit. Like, I'm glad that we're not relying. Obviously, it would be good to have a striker like Haaland or Osimhen who's going to score like 30 goals, but it shows that we're not really relying on a striker. Because what if sometimes their striker gets injured, and then it shows that, okay, yeah, we're not scoring enough goals because our striker is injured. Just like when Man City had Haaland injured. Yeah, they were scoring goals, but they were not scoring as much goals or as many goals as they did when Haaland was playing, yeah, bro. So I'm kind of glad that we spreading the goals amongst the whole team. That's something that we've done last season as well. Um, and then yeah, our defenders obviously they're chipping in with goals as well. Our set pieces are very strong this season. We scored the most goals in set pieces. We've actually scored the most goals in the league, and we've conceded the least goals in the league. So we have the best
Yeah,
attack and the best defense.
and I think that's going to be very important in this run-in, until, well, not even like, yeah, in this run-in until the end of the season, like your defense,
Yeah.
because um I think let's touch on Man City as well, because they have defensive frailties this season.
Mm.
They're being exposed a lot by the teams that are playing against. Like, it's not like City of like two seasons ago and
Yeah.
City of last season. Like, they are conceding a goal here and there, two goals, one goal. But with Arsenal, it seems like even though Zinchenko this season is in and out of your team,
Mm.
um, the Saliba combination alongside Gabriel
Gabriel.
and Ben White as well, who are like always there. You can see that it's a solid understanding, and now you have Kivio who's come in and,
Yeah.
and also doing his thing, So I like when you speak about like defenses this season, I must say Arsenal's defense is the best. And then people will say, and I know people will say that Liverpool is top of the log, but like you said,
Mm.
legendary, you guys have the least goals conceded. So that tells you something, That tells you that, like,
Yeah.
hey
Yeah.
man, it's working. But also I think that also that defense also is shining also because of the addition of the £100 million player Declan Rice, who's shielding it very, very well, out there.
Yeah, Fethu, but he's been good in attack as well because when Jorginho plays, it allows him to play that number 8 role, yabo, just
Mm-hmm.
to have an effect up in the final third. Um, it gives him less responsibility of being involved in the build-up, although it does actually get involved in the build-up quite a lot, yabo. But with Jorginho there, Jorginho allows him to just move forward and have an impact per episode, yabo. But Uriah, like, no one is mentioning that price tag anymore. No one's
Mm-hmm.
mentioning Ramsdale and Riot situation. No one's mentioning all of these things they came up with in the beginning of the season. Yeah, well, and it shows just how much how well we've played actually as a team. And speak a big shout out to Mikel Arteta as well, Fit, for this.
That's true. That's true. A big shout out to Mikel Arteta because, I mean, like, if you look at last season compared to this season, your record against the top six was very, very good last season. Still is right
Yeah,
now as well.
still is now.
But
Yeah,
then, yeah, still is now. But then the frailties was against the teams that were sitting deep,
mm,
home and
yeah,
away. But it looks like this season that you're finding ways to unlock that, and you're unlocking that quite
yeah.
early, bro. Like in the first half, So you're not even waiting
First
for the
off,
80th minute, when
4
there are
nil,
those
4-0
surprises.
fast and
4
quick. We don't mess
4
around.
0.
4-0 fast and quick. And the
Apparently
thing
your
is
fans are
now,
yeah.
And the thing is now, like, well, with teams, if they want to come to the Emirates and sit back, they're in for big trouble. If they want to play a high line against Arsenal, it's the same situation. You're in big trouble. So either way, whether you sit back or play a high line, you're in trouble, dog. You're gonna get those 4 goals in you, yeah, bro. So we've come up with different ways of playing, and we've been more solid. And I think the fact that we have a big team in terms of size, yeah, of the players helps quite a lot, yeah, bro, because we're able to be physical against these teams as well.
Yes, yes, bro. You've got units in there. I know Declan Rice doesn't get involved in some uh, set pieces or like
Mm,
set piece formations or attacks, but you've got a big
yeah,
unit there. You've got him. You've got Saliba. You've got Kai Havertz now. You've got
yeah.
Gabriel. You've
Ben
got Ben White.
White, yeah,
Arsenal's a big team. Arsenal's a big team, bro. Um, but I wanted to I think I actually forgot my question, bro. Actually, sorry about that. I forgot
yeah,
my question. But yeah, let's look at your five fixtures, right? Before, like,
yeah,
we touch on that, before we move on to another team. You've got Brentford at home, That's also it's still a
Mm.
grudge. Is that still a grudge? Is that still a grudge game, legendary?
Nah. We got our revenge. All is good. All is good.
Okay, you've got them. Then you've got Chelsea at home. Those are two home fixtures. Then you've got
Yeah.
Man City at the Etihad, Luton at home, and Brighton away. So those are your five fixtures,
Yeah.
right? I just wanted to highlight
Mm.
that, right? But with the way, and obviously then in between that, you've got, I guess, if you qualify, no, you've got Europe. Let's say the Porto game as well. You still got the Porto
Yeah.
game in
Yeah.
between that, Yeah, but um, obviously now you've got players coming back as well. I think Gabriel Jesus was in your team. Partey was in your in your
Mm.
in your squad as well. Zinchenko wasn't
Yeah.
in there, right? Okay,
He
now
wasn't,
so
but
so
he should be good to go this weekend.
yeah, so you're saying also going into these fixtures, right? Keep the same team with no out and out striker. Okanye, maybe bring back Gabriel Jesus. Okanye, no, it's fine the way it is.
I think everyone who's been playing the past few weeks, they should keep their team, keep their place in the team. Like as of the team that we had now against Sheffield, I think everyone who started the game against Sheffield should keep their place until I will make the change is when we go to Man City. That's when I'll make the change.
Okay, that's when you'll make the change. Oh, so you're
Yeah,
saying that the next two keep the same team. Okay, let's go to
yeah,
let's go
definitely.
to the champions, Man City who are second, and then
Yeah.
we'll go to Liverpool who are first, right? Hey, dog, I feel
Mm.
like City they are cruising nicely, bro. They're cruising nicely, even though like I think maybe the top two teams will see it this weekend. We'll see it when you play them, right? But I think with my team.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't what we were trying to do wasn't sustainable because we don't have the quality. But I want to see Man City against the top opposition in this league, like which is
Yeah.
Arsenal and Liverpool this season, right? But I'm saying they cruising nicely in the fact that even though they go down, bro, like they still have obviously it's a Pep team, so they can have the majority of the possession.
Mm.
They don't really panic. They could have beaten Man United like 6-1, bro. Haaland missed two chances in that first
Mm.
half. Onana had a good performance, I would say. But like I just feel like they're cruising nicely. They finding form again at the right, like they're finding the championship form. Let me say that at the
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
time. So they find the championship form at the right time. So like for me, bro, I'm just gonna say good luck to you guys, bro. Like good luck to Liverpool and good luck and good luck to Arsenal because like they don't even like when I look at their squads now, like there's no real important injuries. Like Haaland came back at the right time and he's
Mm.
and he's going now. De Bruyne is going again now. So
Mm.
nah, bros, good luck, good luck to you guys. But I mean, it's a title race. Anything can happen. I must add. But bro, like? Obviously, we can speak about like I think we spoke on their frailties, which is like how they go like they play up high up, so that high line is
Mm.
of theirs is exposed. But like what like let's leave that right. What's going so well this season again? Okanye, what is clicking again that wasn't really clicking at the start of the season? Now legendary from them.
Uh, I'm, I'm tempted to say it's the same thing that's been happening every season, dog. Because we all
Y-
know how Man City plays in the first half of the season, and then just like Chief season said, around December time, it's lights out for everyone. Everyone. So I think it has kicked in. That championship mentality has kicked in. Uh, ever since the second half of the season. Um, Also, fair to big shout out to Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden has stepped up in De Bruyne's absence.
Absence.
He stepped up. He's been in charge of the team now. He's putting the team on his shoulders, scoring big goals, scoring more than one goals every like maybe every second match or third match. Um, and even now, even with KDB being back, he's still like it's still his team. I feel like, yeah, so they've even played well even without Haaland, but they weren't scoring that many goals. But now Haaland is back. Foden is playing to a top level that we all expect him to play. Um, One thing I'd say they're doing quite well for it is making sure they score the second goal, right? Because they can score the
Mm.
first one, but we all know how important the second goal is. And I know it might seem like quite an obvious thing to say, but the scoring the second goal counts really quite a lot for it. Yeah, well, and also like they've actually had quite a tricky match, tricky games against the Bournemouth as well, because that game it's a game that I think they could have drawn or even lost against Bournemouth, and we all know Bournemouth is not an easy team to play against, especially at their ground. Yeah, well, but I think they've done quite well for it in the second half of the season. Done quite well. I'm tempted to say as well that the performances have gone under the radar.
Yes, no,
They
I,
yeah.
I, I I agree. I agree with you, bro. Like the most formed team in this title race, right? Um, like right now. I know Liverpool
Mm,
are first, but it's you guys, bro. Like, cause you blowing teams away.
yeah.
Like, I don't think anyone can dispute that, right? Like in the league,
Mm,
Arsenal's the most informed team, like home and away.
yeah. Yeah.
Obviously Liverpool now we'll speak about them, but like I said, it's Arsenal. But just going to Man City, right? Like you are right,
Mm,
Fit, when you say that the second goal is very important when they score it, because I mean 1-0 up against Man City is already a mountain. Now imagine
yeah.
2-0,
Yeah.
bruh. You know,
Yeah.
imagine when they get that second goal, you're already giving up mentally, bruh. You know, it's psychologically,
Mm,
it's game over already, bro. Because then the floodgates are gonna open, and then like you guys have already given up. Like you're right about that, and you are right, Vetu. Like when you speak about Phil Foden, I feel like definitely in the team of the season. Definitely Man
mm,
City's most important
yeah.
player without a doubt this season. I don't care how many goals Haaland has scored this season. Um, I don't care how many assists Kevin De Bruyne has this season. But that boy, when they were absent, he kept the lights on there at Man City and kept
Yeah.
the gap between Liverpool and Arsenal very, very close. So I agree with you when you say that. But there's just one area that maybe is a question mark for Man City is that left wing role. I know it's Doku's first season, so there will be
Mm,
struggles. There will be adaptability questions in Pep style, you know. And obviously Jack
mm,
Grealish, like if we're being really honest, he hasn't really been the signing that they thought he'd be, right? But like
yeah.
who would you, and he's injured right now. So like going into the next five
Mm,
fixtures, right? Who would you start there? Would you start Doku there maybe? Maybe put Alvarez, maybe change the system again and put Alvarez in. Maybe shift Foden to the other side and maybe play Bernardo that side. Then obviously maybe Kovacic comes in. So who would you
yeah.
play in that left wing role, Maji, if you are Pep Guardiola?
Uh, with Udoku Fito, I feel like it's his first season. Like, so I'll give him this grace period, yeah, bro. His first season, he's a young player who came from Belgium, came to England, and we know that it's not easy playing in England as a youngster, yeah, bro. Um, with him, he's shown like glimpses of brilliance, Fate, especially in his
Hmm.
first few games. And I think now that has quite, I think, sort of like faded out, yeah, boy, and now he's finding it hard to find the spaces that he's been finding like earlier in the season. You understand? But then I think Pep has also shown trust in him by playing him, because otherwise it will be easy for him to play Alvarez
Not
there,
starting.
because Alvarez is quite capable of playing number eight or in the wing positions. Yeah, bro. Um, if I was Pep, I wouldn't play Foden on the left wing. I would keep Foden where he's playing now, on the right wing or as a number eight, and I think I'll keep Doku in the team as well, because when you look at Man City, they don't really have pace. Yeah, bro. Besides
Hmm.
Haaland, we all know he's a quite strong runner and he can bully anyone. Yeah, bro. So I'd be tempted to keep Udoku in. I feel like KTB being back will be important for him too, because no one plays those triples like KDB at City, yeah, bro. And especially when you get those teams who want to be brave against Man City and playing high, and I feel like Doku can utilize those spaces being left behind by those defenders. Yeah, where he struggles the
Mm.
most is when teams are sitting back. Yeah, because now even now when he beats his right back, he will try and go inside the box again. And once he goes inside the box, he tries to dribble more in. That's where he shuts
That's
up
too much.
the
Yeah.
chances for the whole team. Yeah, but because now he's keeping the ball for way too long instead of just beating the right back, looking up, cutting the ball back, or just chipping the ball over for Haaland. Yeah, but with that being said, I'll keep Doku in.
Facts, bro, because I watched his performance against Man City, against Chelsea, against you guys as well, and against
Mm.
Chelsea again. I was like in the bigger games, he just seems to be
Yeah, yeah.
more subdued and he's kept quiet by the right back and also the
Mm.
winger that's also marking him there. That's why I asked that question. That's the only question mark I have of the City team, but there's not much options if you're being honest, right? It's either him or Jack Grealish. So I do agree
Eh,
with you. Just keep him there. He will learn from
yeah.
the these trials and tribulations of the Premier League. I
Do,
mean, he's
do you
just
know?
come from
Do,
France.
do you know the
Yeah.
City fit too? They actually have a very thin squad. If you look at it, fit. They actually have a very very
Mm.
thin squad. They don't have that many options. If you look at City, because in midfield they have Nunes, they have Rodri, they have let's say um, Kovacic, right? That's it in terms of sentiment positions. I'm not counting Bernardo Silva who can play there, yeah, but otherwise, like on the wing position, they have Doku, they have Foden, they have
Oscar
Grealish
Bob
who's
now was
injured
coming.
now,
Yeah.
Oscar Bob now who's come up, yeah, but also they don't really have that many options for it, and especially like with the money being thrown around, that's being spent by them, yeah, but okay, yeah,
Mm.
people always find a way for it.
Yeah, yeah. And their next five fixtures, like out of the three teams, I think out of the three teams in the title race is the trickiest. They have
Mm,
Liverpool this coming weekend. Then it's Brighton away from home. Those
yeah,
two are away from home. Then it's Arsenal at home, Aston Villa, and Crystal Palace. But these tough games are like I like the ones that they want to play. And I think when you are in a title race or when you are there, like you guys are there, there's no big game and no small game, right? You just want to win, bro, and play,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
fit because if I feel like Man City they live for those big games, fit for those big games like against the Liverpools, the Brightons, or even big games in terms of um, trying uh, 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 to win 3 points to make up to close up the gap between you and the title rivals. Well, let's say Liverpool plays first in the weekend, and then obviously it's a big game for Man City to play after because now they Liverpool has won 3 points. They have to win 3 points as well. Yeah, but so they love those moments and they know how close it is for the season to be finished. Yeah, well, and to actually try and win title number 4 in a row.
yeah, true. And that title number 4, bro, it's history, bro. So like,
Yeah,
Pep wants these
yeah, well,
things, bro.
they
Pep
won't
wants
want to
these
let it
things,
go,
bro.
fit.
And he doesn't care about storylines and finishing stories. But yeah, yeah, over to Liverpool. I must shout out to you, Liverpool, and also congratulations to them for winning the Carabao Cup.
Mm,
With the kids, with this kid story, and also like even with these injuries that they have, bro, like
mm,
Jurgen Klopp like giving the confidence to these kids to say, you know what, guys, here play in these run of games and show yourselves for even the next manager who comes in as well. So I must shout
yeah,
shout
yeah,
them out for that, bro. But like Liverpool, bro, like when you think they are not going to find a way to win, they score in like the 98th
yeah.
minute, like in the past weekend, and that's what makes champions, bro. Like we looked at it like in United 10 years ago now,
Mm,
and City in the past as well, and even them in the past. That's what makes champions, bro. But let me just read their fixtures, right? Because theirs is quite complex because I think out of the three teams they've got like the most injuries, right? But also they have a couple of
yeah,
players
yeah.
coming back this weekend. So they've got Man
Mm,
City at home, Everton away from home, Brighton at home, Sheffield at home, and then United away from home, right? Um, What
Mm.
what do you what do you what do you make of them in the last month, basically, Fit? And also like like with the story of them also breeding the kids in their ranks. Sorry, what do you make of them?
Um, well, Fed, that's what a coach does, Fed. That's what a coach does. If a Pochettino keeps on complaining about the play that he doesn't have any players and he needs more players, that's what a coach does down at Anfield Road, Fed. The guy, Klopp, Fed, who has injured players, and I'm talking about star players. Salah has been gone to AFCON. Trent has been in and out of the team, being injured. Konate's had suspensions. McAllister in and out of the team. Endo as well. They've had like quite a lot injuries, but yeah, what a coach does is use his whole squad. Fit. You are given a 25-man squad for a reason. For days like this, when you have injuries, that's when you need to use all your players. And if you coach your players well, they'll know how to play your system with ease, Fit. Just like Liverpool's youngsters have been doing the past few weeks, because
Facts.
you would think that Salah is still playing in the team and Trent is still playing team, or if those two players are out, they would suffer. But they haven't been suffering, Fit. In games where they've been trailing, they've came back and scored three more goals, or three late goals, or two late goals to win the 3 points. Understand? So I feel like
Facts.
Fit, like that's it's big of a club for you to trust those kids, and it will give them a boost even for next season. But yeah, it's all about what the next
Now.
coach does for them in the next season. But that's a story for another day, yeah, bro. But at the moment, Philip, they're doing quite well, Philip.
Hmm. And obviously, then they play Man City now. Hey, it's gonna be the Anfield streak against Rodri's streak because hey, I forgot to mention that if like I saw a stat that I don't know how many games, like 60 games, bro. No losses for Rodri, bro, and that just highlights his importance. Because I
54.
remember when, yeah, 54. I remember when Undertaker. I remember when you guys played there, he wasn't there, you know. But then you can see when he's there as well, bro, like how important he is to Man City, you know, because they don't have
Yeah.
that player in their team who does his role as well as he does it now. It's so weird, bro.
Mm.
It's so weird about with Rodri, bro, because Rodri came from Atletico Madrid, bro, like playing Simeone's football, right? But even
Yeah.
then, when we used to catch like glimpses of him, he was like a very classy player. But I would have never ever imagined that he'd be this type of player, bro, like a Busquets type of player, bro. I could have never like imagined it like that, bro. Honestly.
Well, Feto, I've watched Rodri like quite a lot, Feto, Kula Liga. Um, Rodri has always been a tidy player on the ball, but also I feel like he's learned the dark arts at Atletico under Simeone, because that's what he's been doing. All these fouls and not getting a yellow card from these fouls. Also, just being hard on the ball and being a proper defensive mid. But I've always known that to Mchita, yeah, yeah, he can ball for it, and this is not me just trying to be hipster, football hipster or anything like that. But Mchita, like, he's been one of my favorite players of La Liga, yabo. So yeah, but
Hmm.
what I can say though is, because Mchita, remember, you sit bench for Party at Atletico Madrid. I just didn't think that he would be starting this many games under Pep Guardiola,
That's what I'm. Yeah,
or even like Guardiola would go for him over Party, yeah, bro. Because Party can also play for on the ball, bro. Yeah, bro. But yeah, it
that's
is
what
what
I
it
was
is. It's
alluding.
happened now.
That's what I was alluding to because even then, bro, he wasn't really like starting at Atletico Madrid or even like he was playing like a role, but a bit like bit partish, right? And
Mm,
even when he did come to City, he was playing second fiddle to Fernandinho until
yeah.
Fernandinho's last season, and then go just the guy just took off, bro, and like
Mm,
now he's now you know how Busquets was like the guy to look at in that role. Now basically he is.
mm.
I know maybe you're gonna say Declan Rice legendary. I don't know.
You're actually right. Down Declan Rice is up there, dog. Definitely. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's another story.
yeah. But back to Liverpool, bro. Like, bro, like in this time where they've had gang injuries, we must commend, like you said, shout to the players that come in. Like I know Jota's out injured again. He came in, he scored the goals as well. Darwin Núñez
Mm,
scored the goals as well. Diaz, even though like he's frustrating, like he misses like five chances, but he scores the goals as well. Then you have McAllister, who's been who basically like came in that team and he was like fitted in like a glove in that team. So Botzlai as well, who's done reasonably well there. Endo, who's done well, bruh. So I
That's
must,
what I was gonna say,
yeah.
Fit. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the big difference is Endo. Because with
Hmm.
Endo in the team now, it pushes McAllister up as number 8. That's his natural position. McAllister is not a number 6; he's an 8. So with Endo being the team and just being the anchor in the team, it allows Unansego McAllister to play high up with who's the other person who plays in the center mid position
So
at
Botzlai,
Liverpool.
Curtis Jones, Gravenberch is injured. Yeah, it's Gravenberch is injured
Gravenberch,
now. So
yeah,
yeah,
bro,
so
but
it's them three. Yeah,
it's them, yeah, bro. So he's been playing quite well now. If it is a number 8, that's his natural position, and I'm glad that Klopp has finally seen the light. Yeah, but I know Muendo has been injured here and there, but it also like takes big balls to make a change fit and be like, okay, sure, maybe I was wrong. Maybe McAllister is not a number 6, and it has shown that he's not a number 6. Looking at the games that they've played, even at the Emirates, McAllister was drowning at the Emirates. Fit,
yeah, they
he
were
was
running through
suffering. Yeah,
him.
boy. Exactly, yeah, but so it takes big guts for Klopp to admit to, okay, like, yeah, I was wrong. McAllister come back in. We've bought you for a reason. We needed a defensive mid and we went out and bought you. So it doesn't make sense starting a number 8 as a number 6. Okay, well.
Six,
So he's
yeah.
been a big difference, and his stats as well. They're looking good.
And like now they're getting a couple of players back in these important games. Like Mo Salah is back in training. Darwin Núñez is back
Mm,
last week. Trent's still out. Obviously Alisson is still out. Gravenberch is out. I don't know about Curtis Jones just yet. But yeah, I think it won't be the team that we saw in the Carabao Cup
yeah,
final type or against Nottingham Forest. I think they'll have a couple of players back, you know. But
yeah.
just looking at the fixture on the weekend
Mm,
against Liverpool, sorry, against Man City,
Man
like
City.
like what is the perfect result for Arsenal? Is it a draw maybe? Is it a loss for one of the teams?
I know everyone has been saying that. Do you know, this is a tricky one, I won't lie. Everyone has been saying that, okay, they want to draw out of this game, yeah, bro.
Hmm.
Um, I'd be tempted to say I want Liverpool to win this game
Yeah,
because I
because
feel
I
like
was
we have a
gonna,
better
yeah,
because we have.
yeah.
I feel like we have a better chance of just catching Liverpool than Man City. Fit because we know once if Man City wins against Liverpool, fair to those guys, they might never look back. For it. They might just go on and win the remaining games of the season, yeah, bro. And that would be a big
Hmm.
confidence booster for them. But also saying that Liverpool beating City might, and you know those guys, the mentality and Klopp's mentality as well.
Mentality.
So I don't know if it. I think a draw or a Liverpool win, fit, yeah, but not a City
Okay.
win.
Not a, yeah, I think just for what we've seen in the past, I think a dent in City's shield or armor would be nice for the title race because then they'll be playing more catch up, you know, because everyone is
Mm,
presuming that you guys are
yeah,
gonna carry on your form and win, you know. Is there any game that you're afraid of in your next 5 games, Bozayam? Or you think all wins?
actually, fit to. I've actually thrown up a list here, Abo, of
Hmm.
possible points these teams that are involved in the title race might get or might lose, Yabo. I'm gonna go through them quite quickly, Yabo.
And be be
So
be be be. Don't go with your heart, ne?
nah, I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, who do I start with? Arsenal or Liverpool to go up from number 3?
yeah. Let's go with Liverpool now. Let's go with Liverpool and then we go down.
Okay, Liverpool. Okay, sure. So they have Man City this coming week, ne?
Hmm.
At home. Yes, they've had quite um good games that they've played without their star players, but I feel like this one will be too much for them, so they'll lose this one against Man City at home. They'll
I
go
think I agree
to
with you. I
Goodison
agree
Park.
with you.
They'll go to Goodison Park. They'll get 3 points. They'll play Brighton at home. They'll win 3 points. They'll win against Sheffield, and they'll go to Old Trafford, and I think to be a draw there.
Nah, we anyway.
So
That's we
that'll
did we did. Yeah,
that'll give them 10 out of 15 points, which will take them to 73 points. Yeah, bro. So let's go to City. Obviously, as I said, they'll beat Liverpool at Anfield, 3 points. They'll beat Brighton away, 3 points. Their game against us at their ground will be a draw. I think they'll beat us. They'll draw against Aston Villa
At
and they'll
home.
beat Crystal Palace. Yeah, bro. So
Okay.
that's 11 points, which will also
So
leave
legendary.
them on 73 points. Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
And then you guys.
We beating. we beat.
Go. Keep going, bro. Keep going. Keep
Okay,
going.
okay. We have Brentford at the carpet, ne? We're beating them
Yeah.
three. So there's 3 points. Chelsea at home, 3 points for us. Man City away, it's a draw. Luton at home, 3 points. Brighton away, 3 points, which gives us 13 points and leaves us on 74 points.
So you'll be
So
number
with
one.
that being we'll be first just by 1 point between the three teams.
Okay.
I think
Okay,
I think
legendary.
I've been fair, Feto. I won't lie, I've been fair. I've been fair, very fair.
But dog, let me just remind you, ne, of what the Etihad is to Arsenal, right? It's a graveyard. But if you want to be champions, I must say you have to win at these places, right? No draws even. You have to
Dog,
go there for a
I mean,
win.
fair we went to Anfield. Liverpool has been a graveyard for us as well, but we went there and we
Hmm.
drew a match and we dominated them
Okay.
actually. Yeah,
Okay,
bro.
nah,
So
I'm just, but I'm surprised. Okay, I can hear with like off your form, I can hear you when you say you
yeah,
you
that's
you
just
might
based
draw, ne?
on
But
my
Aston
form.
Villa at home, if City draw, ne, that weekend against you guys, you're telling me they're gonna draw again against Aston Villa at home? Think about it,
Dog,
legend. Just think
those
about it.
guys, fair to they went to Bournemouth, fair to, and it just beat them by 1 goal to 0, dog.
Nah, nah,
And
nah,
that's
easy, easy,
Bournemouth.
nah,
Do you
easy,
think do
nah, easy,
you
legend.
think Don Unai will just roll over for Pep? We might see the
I don't.
deepest of low balls.
Let's
Nah,
see
but
though.
come on, dog. I've been fair, dog. I've been fair.
But your face, you guys still landing up at number one, bro. That's my thing. But
I mean,
okay,
dog.
nah, leave. We'll clip it.
Here's a
We'll
fair
clip
to
it, and then nah, it's easy.
74.
It's easy.
Dog,
It's
it's not even
easy.
by 74 points. They both have 73 points. Looking at comparing the fixtures that they have comparing to ours, theirs is just a bit trickier. And I'm basing this off Liverpool. That it might just get a bit bumpy with the amount of injuries that they have. That's the only thing I'm
Yeah.
basing that Liverpool's think of. Yeah, but not even because they're weak or anything. No, they're not. It's just that I feel like there'll be just a small blip. But okay, yeah, hey, we can feel our injuries now because it's hitting us hard. Yeah, well, so yeah, I feel
Nah, you know what,
if the
legendary?
Liverpool fans don't like it, again, yeah, but
Legendary. You know what, ne? I'm just thinking to myself, like, I'm looking at like the topic of the show, right? And we have
mm,
more, right? But I feel like, how's about like I feel like we've done like if we move on to what we have in store, right? Not because Man United
yeah.
lost or anything. I don't want to speak about Ten Hag.
Mm.
I feel like even if we wrapped it up here, dog, I think it would be perfect. To be honest with you, bro. Well, what
Ah,
do you
David,
think? Like on.
Fit, Fit. But Fit, to like, while we're still on this title talk, dog, how do you feel about these
Mhm.
comparisons between Foden and Saka, Fit? This shit keeps on coming up every single week, Fit, and
Nah,
I
bro.
feel
I
like
feel like
now
it's
I feel like now this is the Messi and
yeah,
Ronaldo debate all over
yeah.
again. I'm not saying they're just as good, but I'm just,
Yeah, I think yeah. Let's wrap it up with this Foden and Saka
yeah,
chat. Yeah, bro. I think it'll work best, bro. I'm so tired of it, bro. Like these guys are friends as well. They peers in the England team. They play different roles because okay, maybe Foden does start off like or the formation says he plays out wide, but you can see he's most effective like centrally, and you can see that this
yeah,
kid is gonna be like his future is centrally. Maybe when Kevin De Bruyne goes, or maybe when Bernardo Silva goes at Man City, you know. But like every week, bro, like we're seeing, okay, Saka he blanked in this game week. Foden scored in this game week. Foden scored in Champions League. Saka scored in Champions League. Foden blanked. Like, nah, man. These are two elite talents, bro.
Dog.
These are two elite young talents for in English football. Let's enjoy the ride, bro. Let's enjoy the ride. Like,
Yeah.
because like no one is like it's so funny. Like you're making these Foden and Saka chats, but then you're not bringing in Bellingham as well. Because then I feel like do that as well. Then because I mean they say also peers, same
Yeah.
age group. So like for me it's just
Nah,
tired, bro. I'm honestly over it. I won't lie, bro.
and I just feel like it's because of the Premier League, man. Like the
Yeah.
reason why
Oh
they don't
yeah.
bring in Bellingham because like we watching Saka and Foden week in week out, yeah, bro. So
Mm.
up at now, feel like I'm tired, dog. That's why like I don't comment. I let these people talk whatever they want to talk about to Saka. If they want to say it's not world class, the story Sabo is. I know that.
But my
I know what Saka
but
does
my
for my
que-
team, feel.
my question is, bro, like, and I feel like it's the rival fans in my fan base and the other fan bases who like don't have a clue, bro. Like this kid Saka now has been hot for 3 seasons straight, bro. you you
Dog,
understand?
he's kept the
He
lights
didn't
on,
even
dog.
he didn't even like. I don't understand how a player can't be world class without Champions League football as well. Like he did it in the Europa League, he did it for England. What
He's
were they
just done it
fighting?
now
And
in the
now he's
Champions
doing it.
League.
He's doing it now in the Champions. He was doing it now in the Champions League this season. Like, and then go. It's keep shifting the goalposts. Oh, he must do this now.
E-
He must win the league title now. He
exactly,
must do this now.
exactly.
Like, bro, some like even if it's not soccer, some players are not going to be fortunate enough to win a Champions League, or to win a treble,
Mm,
for example, or to win a World Cup. Does that mean that they're not world class? I really don't understand it, brother. I really, really, really don't understand it, and it's so tedious, bro. Like, because these guys are friends
dog.
at the end of it. I know it's competition, but I don't feel like Phil Foden looks at that like Saka and thinks I must best him this weekend, this whole time. Like they're
Yeah.
about improving the team. Whether you get an assist, you get a goal, you get a pre-assist. I don't think they really care about it. As long as their team wins in this title race now, bro.
Mm. Because it like
Yeah, that's
our
that's
life, and I love Foden, dog. Foden is probably, as I've said in the past, Foden is my probably my favorite City player. Him and Rodri and John Stones. Those three players, my favorite City players. I've said it in the past, and I've said it again. That like if to Foden in Swimbo fit is too good fit. So like comparing him and Saka to like it doesn't make sense for me because
even
I'm a lover of football, dog. Like yeah, but so now I just enjoy what's happening week in week out with two kids just going up against each other. I know I'm not saying that they've planned this to go up against each other, or it's just talk on football Twitter and stuff, yeah, but
mm,
we all know what's going on in the England squad. We all know who starts every single game. We all know who collects the most men of the match awards for England. All know who's England's best player. So
I hate you, bro. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you, bro. But that's Harry Kane though anyway, so it's okay, legendary. But I hate you. But
what
yeah,
do you mean is that the guy didn't? I'm just saying. I'm talking about Foden and Saka for him. I'm just saying. It's out there. He's quality men of
nah,
the match
listen,
awards in big tournaments, in World Cups, and Euros. But give here to like, nah, man. They must just get this whole comparison field. Yeah, bro.
yeah. Nah, I think, dog, yeah, let's wrap it up there, bro. Cause I really did feel like when I was looking at this thing, speaking about the manager merry-go-round and Ten
Mm,
Hag, wouldn't it would it just be would have been like a letdown, basically from
yeah.
this title race chat. So I think we'll wrap it up there.
That
And
needs its
guys,
own episode.
yeah, it needs its own episode. And guys, episode 30, please like, subscribe. I think we'll wrap it up there, legendary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They must have to just subscribe, guys. Come on, like
Yeah,
don't be stingy
subscribe.
with your subscriptions. Let's subscribe.
Yeah,
But otherwise,
yeah. Peace.
gang, gang.
Bitch, I be leaning on tell Bitch, I be leaning on tell Bitch, I be leaning on tell Bitch, I me, yeah.